and they use it like a weapon. And we have to be able to call out their side for when they do it and what's really behind it.
Well, they taught us as a Jehovah's Witness that when you remove a a belief, a pillar from someone, it has to be replaced with something new that is of equal value. Otherwise, the person will crumble and return back to the pillar they had. And the Democrat Party, when it transitioned away from a religious base, it had a religious base for 100 years, and it transitioned into the new age science. It adapted that as its new religion. And I think that is sort of the root of the problem when you see everyone in force in the Democrat Party. And the illusion has been broken somewhat. But at the same time, there is a spiritual fervor by these people, because if you take it away from them, what are you replacing it with?
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, that's absolutely right. They've replaced whatever faith convictions they had in a traditional sense prior to this whole notion that they're part of a world changing enterprise and that they're a white knight who's part of somebody who's bringing that enterprise into being.
Well, and it's it's dangerous because then you can convince people to really do, and we've seen it. I mean, we're seeing it. You can convince people to do anything, and to applaud them as they're doing it. And with the emperor has no clothes, Biden, we saw it in full display. And now that the spell is a little bit broken, I mean, these people, especially with what you guys really want to establish in establishing a foothold in some decency, and accountability. You're going to have to replace that religious fervor with something else. And I feel like there's nothing better or more moral than helping your own community. And so really that's, it's the best angle that you guys are taking here to really fix it at a communal level. Sorry, I rant.
No, you're good, and I appreciate that. We it's an uphill battle, but we feel like, as I said before, no one else was jumping in the mix to do anything, so we felt a moral obligation to do it. And the other thing I will say, the all these other groups, because there's groups everywhere, right? There's grassroots movements, and you even mentioned some of the other groups that have done something similar or are trying to do. Um, the problem is we're not in communication with each other, and my thing is we shouldn't be competing with each other, right? And Andy mentioned earlier, we agree on 90% of the issues as Republicans. It's like, why are we fighting publicly about these 10% we don't agree on? Let's figure out how to work together. Even if another group is doing the same exact thing as us, great. How can we join forces? How can we network? How can we build bigger communities? And we're not in this for ego. I'm not in this to be millionaires. I'm not in this to make myself famous, and Andy's not either. So we just want to get things done and help the community. And so we have no agenda, no ego. We're actually not tied with anyone, which is really good, because it's just me and Andy, and we have a couple volunteers helping us in a small team. But we can call the shots. We don't have any controllers telling us what to do, or any big dark money